on that? Oh, it was. There we go. And we're live. We're here.
Welcome.
Hello.
Back.
Give a minute for everyone who's going to be here to be here. I guess I have a decently full inventory. Or a decently empty inventory, I suppose. Yo, what's up, Kaya? Thanks for the like. Rosie, dude, the earliest Rosie's been in a minute.
Nice.
We got Tom here with me.
Welcome.
Yay, Trapland Wednesday, that's right.
It's Trapland Wednesday.
That's what they say on Wednesday when Trapland
Trapland.
is trap landing. Do I not have any more logs? Like wood, oak logs? That's fine. So my goal to start us off today is to build this bridge I was talking about. I don't necessarily know how it's going to look. Still camping, can't stay long, but I thought I'd come say hi. I'll watch your VOD, no service. Hey, no worries. Stream seems chill. Do you have diabetes? That's crazy.
That was not a very chill. Never mind. I mean, I don't know.
Last I checked, I
maybe it's
don't know.
helpful.
Thanks for checking, though. No Switch 2. I mean, hello. Damn it. Listen, when I have a Switch 2, you guys are going to freak out and be crying because you're wrong. And all of the mean things you've said to me will come back to haunt you.
Aw. Rest in peace, all of them. Documents.
We'll be saying no Switch 3. Mods ban that guy. No! He's like, please. Nah, they know I'm kidding. Peak Trapland. Yo, what's up, Thomas? Welcome back. Oh, 9,000 for real in the Twitch chat. What's up?
Welcome back, Other Thomas.
No Switch 3, that's right. How do you stay motivated for so long? To keep going with the world, I never can. You know, you just got to know to take breaks when you do get bored. That's really the most important thing about it. And, you know, you just got to find ways to keep a world going. You know, everyone has to go down their own different path. We definitely went down a path of kind of like world building together with all of our different friends and making these cities and writing lore about our world. We kind of took it almost in a way like a D&D world. I like to compare it to sometimes. Yo, For Real World says this may be inappropriate, but I just got a girlfriend. No, dude, congratulations. I'm happy for you. Back once again, I got a question about the seed. Is there more land other than the map? Oh yeah, there's definitely much more stuff out there. Even stuff that we've built that's not on the map that I made. The map is just of the main Trapland area. I gotta make sure this lines up with the grid, I suppose. Bella, thank you for the follow. Not to say there's a whole lot of stuff out there, you know, but it's not like an exceptional amount of stuff outside of the map. 1, 2, 3. Doom, thank you for the heart me, my friend. What's going on, my man? 3, there's going to be... Okay, hold on. We'll use dirt. Okay, there's going to be a grid right there. Grid point right there. Grid point right there. 1, 2, 3. Grid point right there. 1, 2, 3. Well, if... Okay, well, that won't really work. I guess it'll have to be right here. That's fine. It'll just look a little wonky. Oh, then we could kind of fix that by, like... Hold on! Did I mess with the water? No, okay. Yo, Chinatown! Long time no see. I understand. So, like, there's no towns or cities, but there is small stuff, is what you're saying? Well, Trapland doesn't have any large-scale builds. We do have cities that are pretty big, but, like, we don't have, like, a single temple that's, like, absolutely ginormous. Like, I'm talking about an absolutely, like, mega build. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. In fact, I think that's You know, that's a very great way to play and keep yourself interested in the world for a long time. But we try to keep things to a general player size. And I think that does help with some realism in the world. But in terms of longevity, I would just say be good about taking breaks and managing your expectations of the world. You know, for so long, you know, when I was getting bored of Trapland, I was like, well, if I stop playing, oh my God, the world's going to die and we'll forget about it. That's not the truth. You know, we truly had already been ingrained in Trapland, and we knew we weren't going to leave it by that point. So when I finally did take a break and come back, it was a huge breath of fresh air to play the game. And I didn't really have interest in starting a new world or anything because of what we already had going on. And even if you do have that interest, I would just recommend going out a few hundred blocks to where you haven't seen anything before. That's essentially like making a new world, and you still have all your old stuff from before. Your Wi-Fi cut out, so if you say anything, I missed it. How are you today? I did say hello, Doom. Thank you for the heartbeat, and I hope you're doing well. But I'm doing great. Raphael, thank you for the follow. Do you have like a church? Oh, we have many churches in Trapland. Here's an example of one. The Orthoblocks Church of the Rite of St. Ungor. We have a lot of books we've written that have to do with, you know, the different saints and the in lore religion of Trapland. Are people allowed to join Trapland, or is it invite only? The only people allowed in Trapland are people that are my personal friends in real life, not on the internet. Everyone who's in Trapland is someone that I see with my eyeballs in front of me. Not right now. They're not like all sitting behind the fucking computer. Tom, get over here!
Eyeballs!
Do you ever play modded Minecraft? I haven't recently, but I have, you know. It's not something I am foreign to at all. Do you think that your building skills have transferred to other forms of art, like drawing or painting? That's an incredible question, Doom. Now, while I don't think that my building skills in Trapland or Minecraft in general have necessarily transferred into the real world, I can kind of branch off of that and say that because of Trapland, I have been more creative, and I've pushed myself more creatively. And I don't even necessarily mean for the videos I've made for this channel in the past or anything like that. I'm more thinking of like the map in general. I would have never made such a large scale art project completely on my own if it weren't for Trapland, you know, inspiring me to make it. And this is the map I'm talking about if you haven't seen it. It's at the bottom, but here's a little bit more of a detailed one. And I'll put it up for the other chat as well, for the Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, this is vibrant visuals. This is the default visual style from now on. What do you think about that new RL Craft mod? I haven't played it. Hello from Hawaii? Dude, hello from Trapland. Sending love to Hawaii. I appreciate you saying that. I'll move this around so you can see it a little bit more. You can see on the other side there's shops in the world. Here's all the different shops. Now, this has been updated. St. Ungor has new shops, but we'll get there. Are there new cities coming to Trapland? Probably not right at this moment. I think everyone's working on what's pre-existing in the world. I've always wondered that, because I've heard that good builders can also cook up some drawings. You know, I also don't think I'm, like, a very good builder. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, woe is me, I suck at building, please pity me. That's not what I'm, like, trying to say. What I mean is, like, I think I do fine at building. Like, I came up with this completely, I mean, I don't want to say completely on my own when we got, like, help from the Twitch chat. But, like, most of this was, like, my own thought process. But, like, I don't think I'm an exceptionally good builder on my own. And I get a lot of inspiration online. So maybe, like, that's why I don't necessarily think that for myself when it comes to building. But I would say Trapland specifically has made me more creative in a lot of ways. Did you mix the mossy bricks with the normal one? Yes, I did. Do I have any shops? Yeah, absolutely. We have, in fact, we're at where most of my shops are. Yeah, you can see where I mixed the mossy and stone bricks. I added some houses to Camarillo last night and went from no golems to 2 in the village. Ooh, okay. We'll have to go look at that. Great answer. Get a banana. Yes, I love bananas. Sorry. I got really excited, Tom. I hope you forgive me, man.
Okay.
Maddie with the heart me. Thank you. Let me show you. Here are my shops. I have a dye shop that also sells. Oh my gosh. Maddie with the 10 goats. Thank you. Dude, it's popping off. I also sell honey and resin here. But most of the dyes. Should I stop with the video jokes? You know, I'll be honest, it definitely isn't like motivating me to make more videos, that's for sure. If you want my honest answer. I also got the seasonal shop. So this is a brand new shop I made specifically for new updates. I didn't put any new gas in the gas thing here. But I want this to change out with new items from the update. So next, I'll probably sell shelves here. I'll probably sell copper golems here. Maybe copper horse armor? I don't know. I don't know what else I want to put. But right now, we have happy gas. We have gas harnesses, wild flowers over here, firefly bushes. Now, I did put spyglasses here, not because they're new, but because they work really well with the stuff we have. Vibrant Visuals and Happy Gas just came out, so it'd be nice to have that when you're flying around on your gas. Anyways. Oh, I guess I also have this armor shop that I always forget about. These are pieces of armor that specifically come from the villagers of St. Ungor. So I kind of feel like it's a shop that is supplied directly from the villagers, and I think that's really cool. Only 151 followers away. Dude, if every single Pokemon from the first generation followed me, we would have 151, or we would have 40,000 new followers. I wish they would increase the speed of the ghast. I mean, I get why they don't. I understand why someone would want that. I do, and I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but, like, I understand why they don't want to do it. Does that make sense? Just Tryland, thank you for the follow. Have you seen the newest Civilization video? If so, what's your opinion? I have not. I have not. So what are we building today? That's our question. I think first things first. We should get rid of the sand. Casno, do you use the Happy Ghast? I have a couple. I haven't used them in any, like, big builds, but I'll tell you right now, when we go and work on Sheep of Castle, which will probably be our next major project after St. Ungor, we'll definitely use the Happy Gas. There should be a berry or something that you can feed to the gas to make it faster. And it's like a temporary boost. That would be actually kind of cool. Or like a rocket pack. Like you put firework rockets and it's just, you know, I don't know. That would be very cool though. I agree. I agree. But I guess, you know, we have the Elytra. Do people just want another Elytra? You know? Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better now that we've like lengthened this out. What times do you stream? Are there specific times? It's a little bit loose, but I would say I don't know what time zone you're in, but I'm in Central Standard Time, so roughly noon Central Standard Time to roughly 4 to 5 Central Standard Time. It could be 1 to 5, it could be noon to 4, it could be 1 to 4, you know? It's a little bit loose, but it's between noon and 5 p.m. Central Standard Time is when you will see me live on Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So today I'm obviously live. Tomorrow I'll be live. Not Friday, not Saturday, but Sunday. Yeah, Central just whatever your time zone is. Just look up like 12 p.m. Central Standard Time to, you know, to whatever your time zone is. Blank Central Standard Time or whatever. It's 6 p.m. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Anyways. I'm thinking like, I kind of actually did look up a little design. I was looking up designs that I might want to do. Or just like getting inspiration from stuff online. This guy did a cool one that has like some fences in it. I kind of like his use of fences. We're going to see if we could do something similar here. Me after watching Castno play Peak at 2 a.m. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So, Tom, what are you up to, buddy?
Trying to do something a little wacky.
A little wacky.
Yeah, try my best to get a Raspberry Pi installed with Minecraft, or Minecraft installed on it, if you will.
Now, for all of our fans who don't know, what is a Raspberry Pi?
It's a little baby computer, about the size of a hand.
About the size of a closed hand? Is that how you describe that?
Well, I mean, it's a little... Yeah? Yeah. I mean, you know, a little bit smaller, but, you know, compact. That's my wild... Yeah. People got closed hands, okay? If you're a little baby, then, you know, maybe it's the size of both your closed hands. You fist it, you know, it's like if you're like the kind of person who's got huge hands, if you're a big old man, work with machines all the time, you know, maybe it's half the size of your fist, but
Right, of course.
nonetheless.
So,
I'm having a little bit of trouble, but not too much.
okay. Okay, so I'm thinking like, what if we did a thing? This is obviously going to be made out of oak wood. We have to have a crafting. There literally has to be a crafting bench in one of these. There's no way there isn't. Did I miss it? Oh, it's in my inventory. That's where it is. There's a game I think you should play on stream, but there's only a demo out right now, but it comes out soon. Let's see. Town to city. Build an idyllic 19th century Mediterranean... Stop! Town and help it flourish into a prosperous city. Freely place and customize each element to create the perfect home for your growing population. Ooh. Ooh, I like how this game looks. Oh, that is a pretty looking game. That is a pretty looking game. It's super customizable. That looks good. I may have to pick that one up. That is a very pretty looking game. I agree. Okay, so let's see. What if we pulled like one of these numbers, right? And then we did this, and then someone pisses me off from behind. And then we yeah! If we do that, it'll be like a full... Well, maybe we should replace... Well, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind. Let's go to sleep and come back. Do you have any build ideas? I got nothing right now. An apiary for your bees. A bee house. With a bunch of flowers around it. That's my recommendation I give people when they ask. Make a nice place for your bees. God. That guy. Tom, have you seen the guy on YouTube who has never played Minecraft before, and he does a completely blind playthrough?
I've seen the thumbnail, but I've never clicked it.
That's
not
a
watched it
good
yet.
video. There's like a
Okay.
part where like he leaves his house after like making it turn daytime by sleeping in a bed, and he kills a zombie, and then he witnesses a wandering trader drink a bottle or a bucket of milk to turn himself visible again after being invisible. And he goes, wait a second. And he goes and gets himself poisoned and then drinks a bucket of milk. He goes, I knew it. The bucket of milk disables your effects. And it's like, bro, when you get that different perspective like that, it is so cool. Like watching him figure it out.
I've not even done it.
His first
I've
time
yet to
fighting
use
an
that.
Enderman was crazy. Trust the process, please. You should play Minecraft. Yeah, we'll get to it.
One of these days we'll play Minecraft.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. Pretty sure that's next week's stream. We're doing that. Oh, wait. Well, what if I did like a... What if I did this instead? Well, then no. That just was not... That is not what I wanted that to look like literally at all. Okay, well, I think... One, two, three. And then now, I think we should put the wood in the middle here. As the middle point, you know? We may do something different here in a moment. Because that's a little strange just having that bump in the middle, but we may switch that out with, like, maybe trapdoors? We'll see. Oh no, we want stairs. So you're having to download the Python version of Minecraft in order to get that to work.
Oh, did you look it up? Huh?
No, I just heard you say that.
Okay. Oh, yeah, well, what I'm currently doing is trying to use the Raspberry Pi imager to, like, actually get it where it boots up and does it the way I want it to, but at the same time, you know, if the way I want it to isn't the way it's, you know, been made, then I gotta figure that out. But what I'm trying to do is just get the operating system to just be Minecraft, so that way whenever I just boot it up, it just starts up.
It just is the craft.
Yeah, that's the goal. But at the same time, right now, the hurdle I seem to be not able to overcome yet, that I'm working on is input input file is not a valid disk image. File size is, it gives me, you know, 7 digits of bytes, and it's not a multiple of, you know, 3 digits of bytes, you know, 2 to the 8th or 9th or something. And so I just have to, like, go into it and I guess delete until until it's lost 272 bytes, and then maybe this error won't occur. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I remember back in East class, I saw our buddy Conrad get Minecraft on the East Raspberry Pi.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good way to point me in a direction if I have too much trouble today. Thank you.
Now, he would have been able
Hey,
to help you with
I know
this
a
either
guy.
way. Yeah, he would have been able to help you either way, I feel.
Yeah. I didn't think about it, honestly. I kind of just want to do it for the learning experience, but, you know, that doesn't mean I can't ask for help.
Probably say like I haven't touched one of those things since like 2013, but
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's possible. I don't know. I thought he had at least one. Like for Music Guy or something. I don't know.
oh yeah, Music Guy might be made of that. Can you just make hobble walls? Yes, you can. Something tells me this ain't gonna look good. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but you have an echo? Is this real? Can we get an echo check? Oh. What about now?
Like,
Is there an echo now?
would it help if I'm saying anything? Sorry.
I didn't realize there was something going on. Hopefully that fixed it. Dude, someone yesterday was like, you have an echo, and I said, I don't think I do. Like an asshole. That's just, no one said it until that one guy said it. I could, like... What if I did that? Thank you, Clux. Thank you, Jadian. Or Jaden. I switched the E. You know what? I feel like that does actually help a lot. That one slab connection there. It's a very simple bridge. I wasn't wanting anything like too exuberant here. I think this should be fine. Why not, right? Does the log in the middle really like... I don't think it takes away. Especially with the ones on the side. Hey, what's up? Orion? Orton? What does the 7 represent? Or 7 on? Either way, hello and welcome. Feels like slabs to the left and right would also look good. Like along the whole thing. Let's see. Oops, I messed this up. Orion, but I wouldn't want to bother you. Oh, no, you're fine. Bro, no? What do you mean, bro, no? Is this it? Is this it? Ain't it? This isn't it? Let's see. Let's put some lights on it.
I don't remember how many units of binary a single character is.
Need to add a support column. Oh, that makes sense. No, you're so right. You're so right. You're so right. Let's go, I'm gonna go chop a few oak trees up here really quick. I'm running low. It'd be cool if mushrooms could grow, like, on trees, right? Like, on the side of trees. I think that'd be kind of awesome.
That'd be wild. That would help so much in terms of somebody who doesn't have the resources to make it from one point to another if they're far from home.
Yeah. Holy shit, vibrant visuals. I know. Connor in the chat. Shelf mushrooms would go crazy. They would. How'd you get that name on your sword? I cursed it. I put an ancient curse on my sword. That where I just applied one of the color codes. What's the name of the symbol? There's like a symbol you can put when you put names into like an anvil on a sword or an item or a block, and you could change the color and give it some effects, and that's one of the effects you can do. Can't wait for the day I get to play actions and stuff with vibrant visuals. Yeah, that's going to be kind of crazy, if you ask me. Is this a forever world SMP? If so, I suggest writing events and battles in books and make maps of POIs. Bro, everything you just said's already been done. We have over 100 player-written books. We have this giant map right here with all of our shops, different POIs, and our over 25,000 block railway system. Yes, this is a forever world. I'm not going to go read some books right now, but we'll definitely make our way over there soon and check out the giant library. Next month, this world turns 6. Okay, I think what would help right here, because this part right here is what looks the craziest to me. If I switched these out with wood support beams, I think this would look a lot better. And also one in the middle. Oh yeah, this is that kind of world building and lore and you know, stuff like that is definitely what Trapland's all about. And then let's see. Did this make it even blockier, or did this fix our issue? I don't know, chat. That looks kind of fire, if you ask me. I was not wanting it too simple. I wasn't wanting it too complicated, I should say. I think this looks pretty good. My world is 2 years plus now, and I've built a museum full of history with medieval books. With a fantasy look. Upside down stairs on the support beams. Yes. And, hold on. I got you one better to go along with it. Museum full of history with a medieval fantasy look. Dude, that is awesome. That's that sounds exactly like Trapland a few years back. Okay, where's my bridge? Here we go. So I think we're going to replace this block with this block with this. Make sure that looks right. Then we go up in here and we do a boom, 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 boom. Pull one of these. And then we plop one of these right here. Right here. And right here. There we go.
Which, do you need a hand?
What the hell was that?
Need a hand? Oh.
Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah, it's all good. She's got the little Eevee figurines. I think one of them fell.
Oh, okay, okay.
Vaporeon, no. Vaporeon
Oh,
died.
God, no, not Vaporeon. Dude, rest in peace. So, I do have to recognize... Maybe see what the trapdoor over the end grain in the middle looks like. Do you mean... Hold on. You might be cooking, Carter. Hold on. Do you mean like this? Let me look at the other side, then look at that again. I thought that when going over it, just to add, like, you know, a little bit to the arch. It does help take a little bit of flatness out of it. You're very right. It helps, like, it really helps, like, with the arch. You are so correct. You guys know when shelves come out, I'm going to be coming here and replacing these with shelves or something. Dude, this is banging, man. I'm happy with this. I know this is a private server, but do you do something like Hermitcraft where they choose people to join? No, the only people that are in this world are people that are, like, my actual real-life friends that I know. There isn't, like, a way for any outsider, like, over the internet to join, really. Unless you're, like, Obama or something. So, we do have to recognize that this is not within the grid. But I think it is necessary. Well, hold on. I guess we could try to pull one of these and see if it looks good at all. Honestly, it fits within the grid. I kind of like it. And I kind of like these logs still on their side, I think. What's up, Fire VR? Do you think in the future we can get a world download? I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's definitely not happening anytime soon. But it's not impossible. Not impossible at all. Is it wrong that I like these logs on their side right here better than if they were up? I guess I could try it up just in case. I think I do like it on its side more. I hate to say it. It's almost like they carved this little part out of the log that was once here. I don't know. I do not know. What's the base lore of this SMP? You know, I wouldn't really say we have in the beginning there was blank and then there was blank. It kind of just like happens as we've joined the SMP and as the world has been created. Everyone has sort of like gone their separate ways and made their own different factions with different lore on how each of them began and everything like that. There's no one specific unified, this is how it all started or anything like that. But if we pull back open this map, I can show you that, like, anywhere that's blue, that's Proudmoore. Proudmoore was the King Alfredo, the King of Proudmoore, created the world originally, and then I joined shortly after. Edge McMemerson of Blockistan joined shortly after. I have anything that's orange on the map. Edge McMemerson has anything yellow. Tom joined, I think, immediately after that. That's the guy in the call with us. He's at the Birdcage by Proudmoore Island.
Yo.
We do an Olympics every year. which I've been cooking. I've been working on this year's Olympics. And all I can say is we have been cooking. Well, we did the bridge. We did the bridge in 40 minutes. That's wild. What about Teehee Land? Yeah, we'll probably put Teehee Land somewhere. Don't worry, man. We'll get to that. So the bridge. I think this looks fantastic. I think we honestly knocked it out of the park. Just like with this building over here, I think it looks better than how I envisioned it in my mind. And it's kind of making me believe in myself as a builder a lot more. I will not even lie to you guys. When is the Olympics? There's no specific date quite yet, but it's going to be at some time late next month around the anniversary of our world. We have a lot of stuff about the world already on our YouTube channel. You know, we do stuff like instead of griefing each other's lands, and which, you know, there's no player claims. Anyone could technically go and destroy anyone's property because there's no player claims. But instead of wanting to do that, we handle things in the courtroom in a role play session, and we put all of our courtroom things on YouTube, as well as every year when we do the Olympics, which is where we make our own different like games in survival and then compete to see who's the best Traplandian out of all of them. And things like that. Yeah, I don't know when exactly the Olympics will be quite yet, but the Olympics also won't be streamed. The Olympics are exclusively YouTube videos because I like editing them and giving them a little flair. Hunter had a whole ass escape tunnel for when you came for him. Yeah, he really did. He absolutely did. Look at that. Dude, it's just beautiful. Man, I just like looking at it, dude. I like it when I build something nice and I'm proud of it. And right now, I'm proud of this bridge and I'm proud of that building. My chicken ate my pizza? That's crazy. What's up, small guy? Yeah, I feel good about this. I think next... I would love to make maybe like the road we have up here. I want to make like maybe something like this down there. So cobble, gravel, stone, mossy cobble, all that kind of jazz. Not gonna lie, I forget if 5 years ago was 2015 or 2020 often. I feel that. I remember in like 2015 thinking like 2006 was like 5 years ago or something. I thought that was a little wacky. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. I guess we should just go back and get some materials. I guess I already have cobble. I'll get some mossy cobble, or bring the moss I have if I didn't already bring it with me, which I think I did. We need to make those into half slabs, so maybe we should get our stone cutter. And just regular stone we might need. Can you go to every island? Probably not today. I'm probably not going to do a big tour today. At least not right now. Now I'm working on a build of some kind. But I'm not to say it's impossible for us to go around and look at stuff. That's not what goes in that chest. Okay. Oh, but maybe there's just like more moss in here that I didn't know existed. You remember me? I was trying to build boxes in. I've completed mine. I built in a 1,000 by 1,000 border. Dude, Caden, I do remember you, and I hope that's going well. You've completed it. You should make a video about it so I can see it. Tag me in that. Bet you the Sultan would love that. Here comes the 4-hour sorting stream. Mods ban Kai. Get that guy out of here. Who's the Sultan? The Sultan. That's the quote unquote king of Blockistan. That's his title, is the Sultan. How do you manage storage in such a large world? Do you have multiple places or one main one? A lot of it with Trapland, I do have one main one, but that hasn't always been the case. Where I just was my main one. There's been times where I kept a lot of stuff here at St. Ungor. There's been times I left a lot of stuff in a few other of my places. And for a majority of the time on Trapland, I've had my inventories kind of scattered. I will say over time, as bundles have become a thing, as shulker boxes have become a thing, it's been easier to manage a larger amount of resources. And also there was a certain point where I stopped trying to get new resources and just like let my inventory run out. So one, it gives me a reason to go out and play the game again. You know what I mean? When I run out of stuff, I got to go get more stuff. And two, to help me manage so much stuff. I could say there's no true way to do it. I thought it was cool having stuff split in multiple places, and stuff is still kind of split. Just so like, oh, I don't have anything here. Let me go around and check my other boxes. Like, for example, here in St. Ungor, I don't really have a huge amount of storage, but like, here's some double chests that I've thrown some random shit in over the years as I've been building stuff. You know, I come here decently often. I was building this ice boat racetrack up here. And as I was building it, obviously I got a lot of snow, not snow, a lot of dirt, a lot of like stone, which is what I was trying to say, and ice. And so I put all the extra stuff in these chests up here. One day I will move all of this, but for right now I know I have a bunch of stone and dirt just sitting here waiting for me to use. It is kind of all over the place, you know? What's up, Earth Pixie? Admittedly speaking. If you ever come to Wales, suggest a village. I use that for inspiration. Oh, okay. My misunderstanding part of that. Earth Pixel? I think it's very obviously Earth Pixie. I think people need to get their eyes checked. Oh, do you see Vault 101? You see that? Okay, okay. Hold on. Let's go look at Vault 101. I guess we'll go look at something. We'll go look at least something. I'll do a little fly around. Let's give people what they want here. Let me just throw all my shit in here. And, with that being said, small guy, with your question earlier, I'm also horrible at inventory management. Like, terrible. Which is why I'm so happy things like the shelves are coming. You know what I mean? Let me go get more rockets, then we'll continue. We already know? Yeah, I know you guys already know. Which is, dude, you should see the look on my face when they were like, Copper Golems, sort your items. And I'm like, yes, dude, everyone can shut up. Finally, everyone can shut their mouth. Tom, how are things going on your end, buddy? Dude, that chuckle.
To be honest, I don't think I wasted it, because the way I look at time is like not a zero-sum game, or maybe it is, just whichever way is appropriate for the logic. So I just basically broke down, was like, okay, I just won't do that then. I'll just use the generic Raspberry Pi OS, and then I'll just put Minecraft on there. I just won't use it as the OS. Okay, fine. I can't do that. That's it. That's what I'm doing.
Well,
my best.
I'm sending you love and luck, brother.
Thank you. I think it'll be okay. mean, like in theory, it'd be cool if it was like its own little thing that multiple people could use, but I don't expect it to be. I just wanna try it on a different system.
Yeah, I understand. That sounds awesome, Orion. Teehee with the heart me. Thank you, thank you. Brutes Ecoed, did I pronounce that right? It's an old mining village in the area of Snowdonia with waterfalls and stone buildings. That sounds awesome. This right here is the Mushroom Isles. This was once a spruce biome, but it was converted to mushroom because the guy who lived here, John, he deserted Trapland, and it took him literally 5 years before he came back to the world to build. So in the lore, we made it to where there was this insidious fungus that formed from the hatred of, not hatred, but like the power of his desertion was so bad this fungus grew and absorbed the land. And so now it's the Mushroom Isles. And in nighttime, right here is the mushroom forest. And if it is nighttime, the mushroom forest will light up your steps as you walk through it. We'll wait for it to turn nighttime so you can see what that's like. What mods are you using? Not a one. There's no mods. There's no nothing. I am playing completely base game Minecraft. Let's look at this beautiful sunset while we're waiting for this. I'm gonna drink some water. You could drink some water with me. You could be my hydro homie. So then how does it look so good? Vibrant Visuals is the new visual look of the game as of the last Bedrock update. It hasn't come to Java yet, but Vibrant Visuals is the new awesome graphics for the game. Hydro Hombre? Bro!
I hope it's a pony.
Oh, you can already see it happening. Oh my god, these zombies. See, it's lighting up even the horse's steps. It's from, I'm sure you can tell what's doing this. It's skulk sensors and redstone lamps. It's like as I walk through here. It's not like truly dark, it seems, because of Vibrant Visuals. Oh my god, I'm getting jumped. Real quick question. What time roughly do you think you might post your next full-length video? I love watching them. I don't really have a specific date, but hopefully soon. You know, that's really all I can say. You know, someone sent something, but I can't see it right this moment. Oh, Hawthorne sent a heart me and 50 roses. Thank you. Thank you, fellow Traplandian member. And also, person whom which I love. Getting my ass absolutely handed to me. And does he have a little knife? Oh, he had a bone. Scooter says, Hawthorne, I love your teacup. I'm going to get my ass beat if I don't run. Anyways, let's keep her rolling. We'll sleep in the hut here. We'll do a little fly around. We'll go to Vault 101. I'll also show you some other cool stuff in the world. You'll see our city, one of our cities. I guess a couple, technically. Let's fly. Oh yeah, Battlefield 6 isn't coming to the GameCube, sadly. Why not? This is Iteville we're flying through right now. I don't usually show off Iteville because it's just so hard to see. It's so lost in the mountains, but Iteville. Looks like he's still working on this room. We're also going to pass over Emma's area. Emma hasn't named her place yet. It's one of the newer places in Trapland, and she just has these couple buildings right here. You can see our railway. If we were to follow this way, though, we will eventually see a little path start right here. Let's see where this leads. Dude, Orion, thanks for the follow, man. Made me smack into that tree. Welcome to the free village of Albuquerque. Albuquerque. This is a nice looking bridge. It's a little natural village that we spruced up. We created an embassy. The people who built this here, it was me, King Alfredo of Proudmoore, and Sultan Edge McNeverson of Blockistan. Here's Proudmoore's embassy. Here's my embassy. This little house to sleep in. Oh, and of course, McNeverson's embassy up here. Yeah, a lot of what I centered this account around in my YouTube, where I also post different videos, is all about, I mean, obviously it's about Trapland and our forever world and how it progresses over time. But I also want a large focus to be me showing how you could create a forever world like Trapland and hopefully have it last as long and even longer. You know, I think forever worlds are a big next step for Minecraft, and I would love to help people realize those. But if you're at Albuquerque and you go north, while going through the desert, you may come across a little hidden entrance. Where does this lead? Spooky. This is Vault 101. This is where there's a bunch of vault dwellers who live down here in this vault exclusively. They have never seen the light of day. This is one of the places where if you subscribe to the channel, I let you name a villager whatever you want. Whether it's your name or something that isn't inappropriate, but you know what I mean. Look at this water cooler. I love this little build right here. I don't know if there's anyone quite living on floors 2 and 3 right this moment. But I do know. Oh, look at that. Look at the iron golem. Patrolling. Making sure everything's good. It's definitely a new fad that has been gaining traction for a while. I mean, I feel like since the invention of Minecraft, I feel like the concept of a forever world has always been a little bit of a thing. You know? Why give up on a world? Especially if the world is quote-unquote infinite. Why would you ever want a new one if you could just go out and build somewhere new? You know? But yeah, I will say, like, the actual popularity of it has been increasing. Especially with the particles coming from these barrels, it almost looks like the fish are getting zapped by the lightning rods. Just a fucking pool of dead fish, man. They're not moving. Yeah, this is Vault 101. Obviously has a direct reference to Fallout. It is a direct reference to Fallout. Let's see what else we got. I don't plan to stay at all these places super long since we're doing a brief overview. We would definitely be here for hours if I was doing a full tour. Let's keep moving. We're going to go back this way, and we're going to follow along our railway network. So, as we're flying here, let's pull back open the railway map, and let's see where we're going to go here. So, we're going to go back to Emma's area. That is on the yellow line, the A3 at the top right. You'll see Emma's listed on the map right next to Iteville. So we are going to be at Emma's, and then we're going to go south on the A3 line and go to Blocktanica, Frog Bloom. We saw the Mushroom Isles earlier. Blockistan. Jonathan's is now called Cubenhagen. I need to update the map. Cape Cole, and just kind of wrap around. Let me get these off each of the things. There we go. Oh, also, I guess I should explain this. This is our mailbox. We do have a player that is the postmaster, and we'll go around delivering mail to all the players in Trapland when that is a thing. Yeah. Luke the Notable, I don't know who that is, but they brought attention to keeping a world for longer with Ethos Lab. I know him, and Mog Swamp and Filza. I've heard those names before. Anyways. Ow. This is Blocktanica. I'm not starting the main city. I want to start back here by this building. Just because I really, really like this fountain area and vibrant visuals a lot. The light coming off of the water there. This is just a beautiful scene. Hey, I'm at 1%, but I just wanted to say hi. Yo, hello, Sierra. Welcome back. Yeah, that is incredibly stunning. Right here is a Pale Oak station. It's a gas station. Right here's some pumps, so if you need rail side assistance, if you need a mine cart, there's a dog here. He needs some milk. Or apples. And then in here, I don't think the shops are stocked as of right this moment, and that's okay. First of all, we have Rosie, who runs Star Blocks. Today's special, Rosie's Raspberry Refresher. Dude, I would love to have one. Right here is my favorite shop. It's the Something I Fish shop, where it's things that Kaya has fished up, or Lady Aeoli, I should say. And there's a small chance you could get a Mermaid's Purse, which is a little green bundle that has things that you normally wouldn't get in the fishing pool, item pool. But Kaya will give away. I've gotten totems. I've gotten elytra from that. I've gotten a lot of different things. Here's Kaya's mailbox. Just kind of run through the city. This is my favorite area. I just love how nice and dense this area is. What's going on here? He's like, please. There are slabs on my roof. Or on my ceiling. Looks like he was bumping against it. What's up, man? Yo, what's up, Maxwell? Welcome back. Pale Oak Grove Southern Blocktis Church is crazy. I love that. Now, I think there's been some updates to the castle. Either there were some updates to the castle, or I had a dream that there were some updates to the castle. Oh, no, there were definitely some updates to the castle. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, that is just beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is awesome. Pops Builds. I don't know if I've heard of him. Proudmoore Provincial Office. Customs. Oh, wow. I don't know if I've been in this building before. This is cool. I like the little... I like the post. You gotta stop and talk to them if you want into Blocktanica. Alright, let's keep moving. Over here is Camarillo. This is also built by the same person who built Blocktanica, where we were just at. But apparently there's been some new buildings. Is it these up here? I feel like those have already been there. Those up top. I could be wrong, though. Let's see if we could spot it from above. These look kind of newish over here. Am I wrong to think that this is the new part? Ah, no, I see grid over here. You'll see where I'm mapping out the grid. Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't it help you build? Like, doesn't it help motivate you to build when you have, like, this grid in front of you when it's like, okay, I have this dedicated space I must work within? I feel like with me, at least, giving myself the limitation of you have to be in this square, like, really helps me. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna take a little sleep here. I'm gonna take a little sleep, I guess, in a different building. I will take a sleep in this building. I wish I had a friend group that did this with me. Yeah, I don't know how I got so lucky. I'll keep it 100. I don't know how I got so lucky. Look how beautiful this place is. I just love how good the game looks. We already, like, did the job of making a beautiful place, and now Vibrant Visuals just makes it look even better. Tom, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Good, I was just saying. I'm also glad that we got these group.
I don't know how we got so lucky. Anyways, Camarillo. I'm gonna have to add this to the map soon. I mean, it's bigger than a lot of places that are on the map, so I guess new map update coming shortly. I guess I kind of have to. Frog Bloom. So now we're in Frog Bloom. You can also see on the bottom map where Frog Bloom is and where we are. Obviously, the Dragon Head is a big deal. Frog Bloom was a savanna biome. You can kind of tell with how the land is shaped and the grass is tinted. That was essentially converted to a cherry blossom. I would say Frog Bloom has one of my favorite places in Trapland. I think, especially at nighttime, right here is one of the prettiest places you can be. There's the exotic fish in the water, the lily pads, the water's reflection, the lanterns with the lights on them, the petals, the fireflies. It gives me goosebumps, you know? It gives me goosebumps. There's a few frog statues here. This one's a good one. Is there any full-on kingdoms with castles? I think there will be a couple things that scratch that itch for you when we get to it. Maybe not like quite exactly. We'll see. We'll see. Hold on. Frog statue here. Another frog statue up here. And we can kind of see other nice buildings in Frog Bloom that they have. Next is Trapland's biggest city out of all of them. Let's go over here. This right here is the city of Blockistan. This area right here is definitely the most filled out, detailed area. We got the great library in the middle, this giant temple. This is where we have of course, the library, sorted by, and I'll go in there, a QB decimal system, obviously referencing the Dewey Decimal System, to sort all of our over 100 player written books in there. We have a few of our Olympic events that you'll see, like battle boats right here and an ice boat racetrack right over there. The Sultan's home is right across the way over here. He has multiple shops, like an enchantment shop, copper, gold, and iron shop, as well as a shulker, what he calls build-a-shulker workshop. This is his house. You can see he has a happy gas there. I like all the exotic fish he has under the table as he eats. Blockistan beef on the table. We could go down here and see his bedroom. Whoa, your mushrooms look weird. And a map of the city. Oops. Live, laugh, love. Let's go back up here and let's look a little bit more around. I believe there are over 200 villagers that live in the city of Blockistan. How do you close your bud like that? What do you mean? Ivy Joe Sullivan? Hey, thank you for the follow. Oh, how do you close your HUD like that? On computer, it's F1. I don't know how to do it on console with just a button. Yeah, this is the enchantment shop right here. I don't know if I actually went around here. You could buy every enchantment in the game. And this is where a lot of, like, the replayability of Trapland comes, is we have an economy. Obviously, people want to try to make more money than the other while also selling things and buying things from one another. So we have a lot of shops to help encourage people to support our economy, which is done with emeralds, which we also do it specifically with emeralds. A lot of people think it's not great to do it with emeralds because you don't want to create a raid farm or anything like that. And while we did use a raid farm simply to get the currency that is circulating throughout the world, because there are thousands of emeralds that we have on Trapland, the people of Trapland really have no interest in doing stuff like creating a raid farm. We appreciate the economy, we respect what we have going, and want to keep it going as long as possible. So I don't think anyone in Trapland is going to be like, well, I want to build a raid farm and get as many emeralds as anyone else. While technically it isn't not allowed because we don't really have rules in Trapland, we do kind of discourage it, and I think anyone who is in Trapland knows exactly what we're going for, and they know that's kind of not it, you know? There are 16 members of Trapland in total, with me included. We can just take a walk around Blockistan. Obviously, I'll go inside of the Great Library. We'll get there at some point. In fact, we're right here. We might as well just turn in the Grand Library. Tap, welcome back. Wish I had friends dedicated for this long. And, you know, you got to think as well, if you watch a lot of my streams, a lot of the times I don't even catch when people are active on Trapland. That's because we all go through our own different Minecraft phases, which is a real thing. You know, the 2-week Minecraft phase is a real thing, even for people with forever worlds. You know, you play for 2 weeks, you get bored, and you put the game down. That's real for everyone in Trapland as well. But we've built up something so nice at this point that when we do get the itch for Minecraft again, we're not getting the Minecraft itch. We're getting the Trapland itch. We want to go back in this world we've created. We want to work on the economy, make shops to help each other want to play more. Which is why I built the seasonal shop. There's a lot of people on Trapland. You know, we've had this rule for almost 6 years. We've been out thousands of blocks, and if you want to get the firefly bushes, you know, you got to go travel out like 5,000 blocks to get one firefly bush because of how much we've rendered. That's why I've made the seasonal shop. The seasonal shop focuses on new items that are hard to get sometimes, you know. Instead of going and traveling 6,000 blocks to get the firefly bush, you can come to my shop and buy it instead. And that's kind of like the ideology behind a lot of the shops, is not only to make emeralds and support yourself, but make the game easier for one another to help incentivize playing. We all work to each other's benefit to help us want to play Minecraft. But even then, you have to realize that not everyone's going to be active all of the time. There are 16 members of Trapland. I couldn't tell you the last time some of them have been on at all. But do I still consider them full members of Trapland with just as much say as a lot of us? 100%. You know? Let me show you what's under here. We have a map of the world. An in-game map of the world. Up here, we were at St. Ungor Farms. Right here is where we just built the bridge. I just haven't updated the map yet. The seasonal shop isn't here. I haven't updated, or the dock. Oh my god, look at how much hasn't been done on this. We gotta update our stuff. We saw the Ice Boat Racetrack earlier. You guys asked to see, like, Vault 101. That's right up in this. Here is Alblockkirky, the long, like, path. Emma's area. We didn't even see Hawthorne's area. Oh, I feel so bad that we didn't see Hawthorne's area. We'll have to go back on the way. I skipped my own girlfriend's area. Isn't that, like, tragic? But we saw Blocktanica, we saw Camarillo, we saw Frog Bloom, and then we are right here in Blockistan right now. We probably, right here is Spawn Island. Everyone spawned in here at Proudmoore. From this angle, this looks really wonky. We'll definitely see that at some point. Here's my main island, Sheephoof. We saw the Mushroom Isles right here. And then we'll get over to everything on this side here in just a moment. Yeah, Blockistan. I could spend a lot of time going around Blockistan and showing you a lot of nooks and crannies, but for the sake of seeing some other things with the time we have, we're gonna keep it moving. Okay, I will do one round around the racetrack now that they fixed the boat mechanics, because they broke this racetrack for a minute and then fixed it whenever Vibrant Visuals came out. There is a lot of diversity on this map, and that's one thing I really like about it. Yes, I agree. All right. You're not supposed to do this in third person, but I think for the sake of showing it off, I don't think the Sultan will mind. Okay, thank God I didn't pick up that guy. You do jumps. So you go up this, and then watch this right here. Boom! And during the Olympics, when we have like 10 people on this racetrack, that goes crazy. You can sometimes be kicked off as well. If that happens, you just got to get back in your boat and hope for the best the next time. God, Vibrant Visuals look so dang good, man. Especially on a place like the racetrack. Oh, geez, I went the wrong way. I won this one last year. And I'll win it again this year. Okay, let's go sleep. Let's go sleep in one of the houses up here. All right. But yes, Blockistan is the biggest city in Trapland. I would love to say, I don't know if it's going to be like that forever, but I would bet, I wouldn't say that's necessarily impossible. I remember there's one of the courtroom sessions we had where Lord Harkonnen of Blood Moon Isle, like the biggest castle in Trapland, which we'll get to soon, killed an iron golem, and we took him to court. And he got charged. I think he just had a fine to pay or something because we deemed it an accident. But I wouldn't say being arrested is too far-fetched of an idea. I love your world, bro. It's awesome. Hey, well, thank you, my man. I appreciate you saying that. You think you've been back? Or you think you've been here before? Okay. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, man. Okay. Here we are at Cape Coal. This is where the post office is. The place where they control all of the mail that goes out into Trapland. That's right here at the start. We can go in here. We can see there's a little guidebook explaining how the mail system works in our world. I'm not going to sit here and read this and explain it all, but you can kind of see what we got going on here. P.O. boxes if you want to open a P.O. box. Different things like that. Here's a shop that's not, like, operating as of right this moment. Nothing's in it. I like Cape Coal because I feel like it's pretty densely packed. I feel like every bit of it King Alfredo, every block within the confines of the city, King Alfredo looked at and was like, how can we make this look as good as possible? And I think he did a really good job. Here's another one of the churches of Trapland. Orthodox Church of the Rite of St. Barry. This is what we got going on here. Walk around a little bit more. Flower hut. We also have a 7-hole golf course. Mods, ban Michelle from chat for telling me I need a totem. I love how much dedication is in this world. And, you know, I think a lot of that, if you want my honest answer on why that is, on why there's so much little detail crammed into Trapland, and why it feels like it was created with love and things like that, is King Alfredo just said, I'm King Alfredo. Yes. And I think the reason why a lot of things look so nice is because this world wasn't created for content. This world wasn't created for this account. We didn't create it so we can start making content on it. It was created because me and my friends wanted to play Minecraft, so we made a world and started playing Minecraft. First and foremost, this is always me and my friends' private world. We're not going to start a new world for the sake of content and leave Trapland behind. We're not going to, like, alter the world in ways specifically to make, like, content that isn't fun for us, you know? And also Mitzi. See? But this is a 7-hole golf course. I would love to show off how it works. I would love to. But I don't have any ender pearls on me, and you use ender pearls to play this. We can kind of fly through though and get a nice idea of how the different holes look. And also another ice boat racetrack here. Oh, and some other stuff maybe we shouldn't be looking at right now, so maybe we'll fly away. Okay, man. Sure thing, IDK. I appreciate the love, man. Whatever you say, dog. I'm out of here, bro. Kai said golf, and I'm out of here. Then we fly through Goathorn Mountain. Dude, when you show me the proof, I'll talk about it again. Move, bro. Shit. That's okay. Nah, we'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be good. See, this is why we have the railway. It's on the railway. We just gotta ride the railway and we'll get there. Greg with the heart me. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Sure, the Sultan's not gonna mind if I take a minecart. Dude, don't bruh me. Don't. No. No, I'm not apologizing to Michelle. That's the last thing that's going to happen. I'll apologize to myself. I'm sorry, me, for doing that to you. Sure, the Sultan won't mind if I grab a minecart. Do you like vibrant visuals? Love vibrant visuals. Absolutely. Huh? Ooh. Huh. Ah? Okay. There are minecarts at Blockistan Station. You know? Maybe I would have thought about that. Look, Blockistan Station's way over there. That is true. Is Blockistan peaceful? They are a pretty peaceful place. They usually alongside me at Sheephoof, and they're usually like they usually align beside me at Sheephoof or with the Kingdom of Proudmoore. Under most cases, you know. I have to go this way. Maybe up this way. Dude, and this is what I love about Blockistan. You're gonna get lost when you're in this place. You just will be lost. Okay, well, now we get to ride the rails. Now you get to see it from this perspective. Where's my music now, too? Oh, I understand. We'll be there in no time. I was trying to fly through the hoop. I just want to make it clear what I was trying to do earlier. I was trying to fly in and through, and then I slammed right into it. Are we there yet? Mods ban Kai. Is this a realm? No, it's a server. It's not a realm. Dude, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? That's it, Kai. You're getting a... I wish I could give you a 10-second mute. Here's 2 5-second mutes for you. Oh, and I have to wait for it to unmute. Oh, I have to wait 5 seconds. Then mute another 5 seconds. There you go. Are we there yet? He got a few more in. We're almost there, Kai. Chill. Shrek 2 ass. What the fuck? How far? Like, maybe 100 blocks. Oh, hey, it's Cape Cole. It's right on the other side of this mountain. That's reasonable, I guess. When is Ice Age 2 coming out? Hopefully soon. Will Brown just decided to type the comment that says AIDS. Like he joined and he decided this is what I'm going to say today. Oh, wow, that flower, like, was not there. Not gonna lie, this is the most random thing I've seen today. What? Like me? Like, dying? Your elytra's on micro durability? It is, isn't it? Well, it looks like we're going to continue to take the railway. Wait, where are my pants? Where are my pants? No. God, why? Oh, there they are. The railway is a great way to show off the world. Thank you for saying that. Every time I ride the railway, someone joins the chat and goes, every time I join your stream, you're on that damn railway. Oh, that was his first and his last words. And yeah, looking on my end, he's not even in the chat anymore. That's crazy. That's kind of insane. Can we get off this boring ass railway? See? Bro, we're gonna... I would love for there to be a bed in one of these houses. I would love for there to be a bed in one of these houses. Personally, I would love for there to be a bed in one of these houses. I knew they were behind me. I got really scared. Okay. Yes! Why aren't you on the railway anymore? Have you guys ever thought about making a netherite beacon? I mean, I have thought about it, but that just feels like one of those tasks that it's like, I'm just doing it for the sake of having a grindy task. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yes, this is in Bedrock. So this is West Minechester. It's really just this castle and these little houses. Not a whole lot to see here. Any relation to Manchester, as much as there's a relation to from Copenhagen to the real thing. Did it take you long to build the railway? It was mostly King Alfredo. I think a lot of people like lended a hand in building it, but King Alfredo mostly built it. And it was a slow process, as a lot of things are in Trapland. You know, we made, if I open up this map again, the red line, excluding what you see going from Blockistan to Jonathan on the east side here. The red line was the first part of the railway. And after that, everything else was kind of added on after a couple years. So it'd be the kind of thing where one major part of it was made, a year or two passed, and then we added on a bunch more. I'm not sure if you know this, but do you know how long and how wide Blockistan is? Let me check. This isn't like super open to the public. There's a Trapland wiki we've been working on, and let me see what this says. Seems like it has an area, and this is this just Blockistan City? I'm wondering, but maybe there's more. I think roughly about 400 to 500 chunks encompass Blockistan. I don't know about like length and width though. This is, I didn't even say where we're at. We're at Enderville. This here is where our end stronghold is. It's right below this village. So we took this naturally spawning village and kind of converted it into like an end worshipping, you know, people. End worshipping people. Man, you are so underrated in YouTube. It's because I don't post that often. I need to post more. Which I got a lot of videos in the works. I just got to finish them. Oh my goodness. That rocked my world. Where are you on the map? I am anything that's orange on this map. My main area is Sheephoff Island in the middle, but then we got St. Ungor Farms up top, which is where I've been building. Did you say 400 by 500 chunks? No. What I'm saying is I don't know the length or the width, but it is roughly, in terms of area, 400 or 500 chunks. You know, it could be, it could be 20 by 20 chunks, you know, roughly. You know what I mean? No, 400 by 500 chunks? Holy shit! How do you guys determine borders? It's mostly by biome, but obviously, if there's an agreement, it can change. We're over here at the Heartland Hills. 6, 7. Heartland Hills is great. Has this cool, like, Aztec Mayan pyramid deal looking thing. I really like how the stained glass looks up top. But this is someone's base. I can hit a button here, and it opens this up. And now, let's see what the base looks like. where's the base? Is this way the base? Oh, it's a maze. Now, luckily, I do know the maze pretty well, so I can get through it pretty... Christy, what are you doing? Dude, if Barry's lodged in one of these, I'm gonna freak out. Shut your bitch ass up, Micro Bro. You know the way. I'm trying to show off that it's a maze. Shut up, guy. And you may be thinking, like, does this guy really have to go through the maze every time he wants to get to his house? Well, no. I can hit this button, and it opens up a shortcut to the front. So now, like, when he wants to leave, he hits that, he goes through, and then when he wants to come back, he can... Does this close this from this end? Yeah, I thought so. But it doesn't close this, which you can only do... I'm afraid of Kai, bro. I feel like we're all right to be afraid of Kai. That's the Heartland Hills. My Elytra's gonna break, but we can keep going. You talk about yourself in the third person. I didn't build that, Kai! It's my area now, but I didn't build it. So I'm talking about the person who built it. That's what they had to do. Should have been Twitch chat. Dude, the Twitch chat the other week. Crazy. Are you serious? Kai is Mr. Ragebait. He really is. Here's a big one. So we are approaching King's Fair. This used to be one of our biggest cities in the world. There used to be a big arena right here. There used to be a bunch of villager stuff here. But it was all kind of torn down. And replaced because King Alfredo didn't quite like the vision that was currently going on for King's Fair. So it has had a refresh. 2 buildings have been left standing. We got the courtroom right here, where if you were to see any of the courtroom sessions on our YouTube channel, they would all take place in this building here. I don't think we're doing anything special for 40,000 days, no. I think we're saving big stuff for maybe 50,000, but I don't know, though. You can see right now Michelle's wanted. Larceny, fraud, counterfeit, and assault. We'll see how that goes. The big boy, though, is this building. Oops. This is the Grand Exchange. While there are many shops around the world of Trapland, the Grand Exchange is the main hub for buying and selling. Many places, you can see by the flags up top here, sell different things. Iteville, that's what the screen flag is, sell bone blocks and dried kelp blocks. This is my flag right here, and we sell glowing sacks for an emerald. Proudmoore, Dragon Breath, Bloctanica, leather. You know, you can even buy an Elytra here and Totems of Undying. This one is the big one, though. This is the Rocket Exchange Market. It essentially dynamically changes the price of rockets based on how many are in the system, and you can buy and sell to this. So you can buy a bunch, and the price will get more expensive as you buy because it's demand, demand, demand. But if you sell back to it and you sell, that's just more supply, so the price will go down. So it's kind of like a stock market in a few different ways. Right now, there are 4 rockets per emerald. If I put a rocket in, I get... or if I put an emerald in, I get 4 rockets. But if I put 4 rockets in, I'll get an emerald. So if I were to, let's say, buy a bunch right now, it may go down to 3 rockets per emerald. Well, if I were to go kill a bunch of creepers, get a bunch of gunpowder, I could come back here and sell it and get emeralds at a rate of 3 rockets per emerald. And then eventually, when enough selling is done, it will get up here to where it's 13 rockets per emerald, and we could buy a bunch back. So there's a good time to buy and a good time to sell. At the same time, I can go in here and get my book, and we can go look at my bank account down here. See, this is a special book. Only this book will open my bank account. It will not work on anyone else's. We could take a little walk around the bank, and we could see like when some bank accounts were opened. Seems to be some pretty new ones over here. Yo, what's up, Grant? Started at 7 today, still haven't had a break. Hire me to work on Trapland. I'll send you my resume. Grant, you already have the permission for Trapland. And then right here's my account. So you stand on the gold block, throw your book in, the door will open, and then this gold block will spit back out your book. And then now, and yes, I do have a tutorial for this on both TikTok and YouTube if anyone's interested. We can see my bank account, which does earn interest over time. And then when we're done, we stand here, we throw the book in, and boom. I guess the last thing I really want to show you on this tour. Now, there are so many things. There's so many things in this world I could go out and show you. Thousands of blocks, little cities and villages. Maybe not cities, but little villages and towns that we've created really far out. Because, you know, when we get bored, you guys have all experienced this. You get bored and you're like, that world's really cool, but I kind of want a new experience. We do something similar in Trapland while also keeping this world alive. If we feel bored of main Trapland, we ditch all of our items except our elytra. We fly in one direction until our elytra breaks, and then boom! You're now in a brand new area that you almost certainly haven't seen before. You have no items, no way back home. It's time to start fresh and play Minecraft. And because of all that, there are many villages and towns, thousands of blocks out, that we've made over the years when we've gotten bored of the world. And I think that's part of what makes this world so special and helps it live so long, is when we've wanted to make a new world, we just use this world. If I say this all the time, if the world is supposedly infinite, why do you have to make a new one? And then eventually, think about it like this, Tap. Say, like, you build a big base and you get bored of it. You want to make a new world. So you go out 1,000 blocks and you build a new village or a new base. Now you can make a really cool, like, railway or pathway in between them. Or, you know, do something special in between them. And now, like, this is what we did with the railway. Now, not only do you have this railway in between them, but that railway is going to be a great basis for other things you can build. Well, now maybe I want to build a town in between them. Maybe I want to build an intersection and go off this way, you know? I do something similar. We just keep most of the essential tools. And, you know, that's perfectly fine. I think taking a little, like, shulker box of some things with you really helps, like, add to that experience. But that's what I like to do with Trapland when I get really, really bored. And that's how places like, here's another one of my towns. I made this in late 2020, early 2021. I really don't like it. It's at some point we're going to come here and redo every single thing here because there's not much planning to anything. I just kind of built as I went. But this is Slabport City. These boats are not mine. It seems like we have some people outside, some Blood Moon Isle, the Crimson Corsairs outside my coastline. Oh, and here, let me sleep so we can see this place in the daytime. You maybe got a little bit of a sneak peek. Tom, what you up to, buddy?
I'm just trying to get the actual thing set up. Not quite there on the blocks and cubes of it yet, but, you know.
Hell yeah.
Making headway. It's on the way.
And now the biggest castle in Trapland. This is Blood Moon Isle. The lore behind this place is Lord Harkonnen of Blood Moon Isle emerged from Slabport City's nether portal right here and flew over here and took over this little plateau. Within one evening, this castle sprouted from the earth using evil magic. And Blood Moon Isle is the quote-unquote bad guy. He has been involved in every courtroom session thus far, and I don't even think that has anything to do with him being the bad guy. I think that's just his bad luck. I love bringing him to court. I think it's so funny when Hunter is in court. He has Exile's Landing over here. This is a village for the people who have been exiled from the world or exiled from their colonies and things. I assume that's kind of the idea behind it. Much like he was from the Nether or something. Australia? What? If you fly through a portal, do you still go to the Nether? If I fly through it, no. You have to stand in it for like 5 seconds for it to do that. If you're in creative, yes, it does. But no, if you're in survival, you just go right through it. Do y'all have Ghast Wars? We haven't had any real wars, let alone fights with the gas since they're so new. Where is this place on the map? I'll show you. So here we are on the map. I'll pull it open here. Blood Moon Isle is over here on the west. You'll see along the P2, that middle line, that purple line. You'll see it right over there. And, you know, you can kind of get an idea how close it is to the rest of the world here. Ooh. Ooh. There you go. Oop. Yeah. Let's fly back. Oh, no, my elytra. Oh, God. We have to get close to the ground if we get over here. My elytra is going to die literally any second. I like that you have an interactive map, kind of. Yeah, and I update it constantly. That map was made completely by me. I didn't use any, like, third-party software other than, like, Photoshop. I used in-game screenshots, and I drew it all myself. I love that over the years, as Trapland has evolved, and over the years of having the map, like, there's been different variations of the map as the world has grown, and I really like putting those all together, and seeing all of that. You know, and to me, Trapland extends so much further than the Minecraft world. I love this world we have created. If we ever did a D&D campaign, it would be in the world of Trapland. I love the map. I love all the lore we've written. I love all the stuff I've made in terms of videos outside of it. And I'm not even talking about, like, what I've made for content in terms of you guys. If you go to the YouTube channel and go back a few years or check the oldest content, you'll see a lot of stuff that I put up for archival reasons. I put up the only footage we have of the first Wither fight. You know, a lot of stuff from early Trapland that I just wanted online just so we could have. You know, during the Olympics, 1 year for 2023, I hosted it, and I spent $1,400 on getting celebrity guest appearances for that one. And so, like, Tony Hawk showed up, the Island Boys showed up, Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars showed up, Big Ed showed up, and like, I really have tried to go above and beyond in making, like, I feel like Trapland is more than just this Minecraft world. It's kind of a representation of this little ecosystem in my friend group. I don't know if that's really a good way to put it, but I think you guys understand what I'm putting down. You're smelling what I'm stepping in. Where's the other crew? I mean, we got Tom on right now in terms of in the call with me, but he's not on Trapland. He's doing his own thing. I would like to start flying. No one tell King Alfredo I'm not paying the toll booth. Dungeons and Ender Dragons. That would be fun, though, especially if we did a campaign where it was in Trapland and we played as our characters or something. Mitzi, what are we meowing about? Holy smokes, dude. You're going crazy over there. Oh, Jesus. A boat! Well, I guess someone's going to get dragged into court for not paying the toll. Listen! Grant says I'm messaging now. No one escapes the toll. You guys are crazy. It's like your own Minecraft story mode. It is. Was that a port? I don't think he actually has, like... Oh, I guess he does now, doesn't he? He does have a little port here. I was kind of thinking about how this used to look. Jason, thank you for the follow. Oh, did I miss a gifter earlier? Lovro sent a rose. I appreciate that. I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, I do appreciate that. Okay, we're going to go back since my elytra is almost broken. I just ran out of rockets. This is my castle. This is Sheephuff Castle. I don't know if we actually showed this off super well. I guess the last places to show would be Spawn Island and these places in the middle. Dang, you guys got an hour tour out of me when I did, when I said I wasn't going to do a tour. That's crazy. What did the emerald mean on the train station? That's how much it costs to go through the toll booth. How do you keep yourself busy on the server? Like, how do you not get bored? Getting bored is a part of it. You just got to recognize when you get bored to not play and come back when you feel like playing. You know, Trapland, like I said, the 2-year Minecraft, or 2-week Minecraft phase is very real, even for the Traplandians. You know, we get really big into Minecraft, and then after a couple weeks, we take days to weeks to months off before we return. And that's kind of what's part of the special part of having a forever world, is it means it's gonna be there forever, you know? Proudmoore Island. This right here is spawn block. This is where every player opened their QB eyes and looked into the vastness of this world. We could see Sheephoof Island over here to the north. We could see some of the little huts over there. And we could walk around Proudmoore. Yo, Savannah's on. Savannah logged on. That's cool. Have you had sumo wrestling type match things? Oh, that would be interesting if we could do that in Minecraft somehow. This is the cage. This was built by Tom, who is on the call with me right now. Not only is this his home, but I think it is an incredible parkour course that we feature in our Olympics every year.
I'm trying to add to it, but not actively. That's just something I did yesterday.
Could random people join as well, or do you have to be invited? It is private. It is exclusive to me and my IRL real-life friends that I know in person. Those are the only people allowed in this world. How do you get it that anyone can join whenever? Is it like the Hive or some shit? No. Like I said, this is private. The only people that can join are me and my real-life friends that I have invited because I know them in person. Alombo, thank you for the follow. Sometimes years, says Grant, in terms of how long we take off. Oh, just like a lava platform above lava where you try to punch each other off. Oh, that'd be interesting. Oh, how do they join without an invite? There's a whitelist. So they have the IP to the server, and then there's a whitelist of who all can join. So like if I gave out the IP right now, you guys wouldn't just be able to join. But if you had the IP and you were on our whitelist, it'll just be in your servers tab, and you just click join. This isn't like a private world. This is like it's not like a single player world that people join. It is like a server that we have set up for the members. And here we are on Sheephoof Island. This is my island. Can you do /allow all? Yeah, you don't have the IP for Trapland. I may have accidentally shown it in like the first few weeks of streaming. Actually, no, I've never shown the IP. It may have been the seed I've accidentally shown. But you guys already know why you can't. That you can't really do anything with the seed. Post it. Grant, in theory, Grant, you could leak it. You can't be telling me to post it if you can leak it yourself. Bro, I have a server with friends and they all start killing each other. And that was a worry early on with Trapland. You know, it was just me and King Alfredo and Sultan McMemerson, who made the Big Sand City, and Tom, Bird of the Cage here, that were the original members of Trapland. And we were very scared to let all of our friends in at once because we didn't want this to become a server that, you know, we would blow up all of our stuff and do all, you know, and mess everything up. So what we did is we started with, you know, the 4 main people that we had in it at the beginning. And then slowly we would add, like every couple months, we would add 1 or 2 people at a time. And we'd say, what was that? Yo, Toaster with the 2 times prime sub. Hell yeah, he said. I appreciate you. That scared me. You know, and over time, you know, we would let a couple people in as we've deemed it was time, you know, to help. This also helped the longevity of the world. 4 people would play until we got bored, and then we would bring 2 more of our friends in, and then we would join them as they go through their 2-week to month-long phase, and then after a little bit of time, we would add a couple more friends in. And then now, here we are 6 years later, we're 16 people, 16 members of our friend group, all are in Trapland together, and we all respect what we have built because of the fact that we've taken so much time in spacing out when people join by describing to them, hey, look, we're not going to stop you from doing all this crazy stuff, but we would really like to not we don't want you to do it, you know? We don't want you to blow everyone's stuff up. I won't do anything to your word, to your word IP. What? Bedrock? Yes, it is Bedrock. But yeah, that's kind of that. You know. Spleef above a pit of Ravagers where you could put a restaurant where you watch people get killed. Honestly, mods, write that down. Okay, I would love to continue on the Trapland train, and we're gonna. However, I really have to use the bathroom, and I need some more water and stuff like that. So if you guys wouldn't mind giving me about 5-ish minutes to take a small break, I would appreciate that. And then when I get back, we'll be back with more Trapland goodness. So.
Yeah, I can just be here rambling if that's something you don't mind.
Oh, you could talk about what you're doing and all the different nuances of that.
So bad at chewing gum and walking. I'm so bad at doing stuff and talking.
Currently playing Forza while watching. You're such a wholesome guy. Hey, I appreciate that, dude. Toaster oven right after he gave the 2 times prime. I'm surprised you let colon. That makes sense. If you have a whitelist, why does it matter if people find the IP? It's just another level of protection. Cat cam? No, Cat's not in her spot. I wish she was. Joe Dogs, thank you for the follow. All right. I'll be back. If for some reason this bathroom break is what makes you move on from this stream, I just want to reiterate that this whole account is about this 6-year-long forever world, 6-year-old forever world, and how it progresses and how you can make her a forever world yourself. So if that is your kind of thing, I would love it if you followed and checked out my videos on the channel. Logan, thank you for the follow. Anyways, with that being said, I'm going to go on a small break, and when I get back, we will probably continue on with the building at St. Ungor. Tom is currently in the process. You know what, Tom? I'll let you take it away here. All right, buddy?
Okay, yeah, sure. Sounds like a plan. I will do my best. Like I said, can't really do anything with my entire head and arms at the same time, I swear. I'm a different person when I play games. I forgot the last number of that string of words.
So,
for example,
what are you doing?
ADHD.
Re-explain for all the new people.
I'm just trying to rig up a Raspberry Pi with Minecraft, and I'm having issues remembering how I did the operating system last time. So, yeah. Trying to re-get the operating. Yeah, I'm just a ball of nerves. I'd rather be singing, but I've got to think about things. Like, why do a ball roll? Okay. Huh. Let's see. I think I have to redo that. Talking to myself, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I don't keep up Norman's stream. My other monitor, TikTok, unless I'm in the game with them. I'll do it on YouTube. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm no expert. I'm sure if there's any programmers or just people who deal with code in any way in the chat, they probably pulling their hair out just thinking about it with my words in mind. But yeah, so I've got normal 2 monitors set up, but I've also got another monitor on the ground since there is a separate smaller computer in theory on the way, which I've set this thing up before with the operating system, and like, you know, it was very bare bones, but I was like, I'm having a hard time working around this, so I decided to do what I usually do with, you know, computing, and I just like I'll emulate my past, so I just got a bunch of video games, you know, Battle Sarah, the emulator, got that, going, and I had that kind of just stored away in a bag for a while since I didn't use it every day. That's for sure. It's old games. You know, I might bring it to a group thing, but I don't know. We don't have it very often. You know, in person. And kind of feel like quote unquote that guy if I bust out a satchel and say, hey, who wants to play old, you know, antiquated games? They're still very valuable, you know, emotionally, but still, that's how it is. Age of the internet. So yeah, like right now I'm writing in terms of what my main PC is doing. Like, I'm not typing, I'm not using a pencil, but it says writing, you know, 32%, 33%. That's what it means whenever you got those different line graphs. You're downloading some to the right. There's the read. Apparently I'm writing. But yeah, yeah, the cage exists, that's the thing. So does in order of creation. The cage 2, and the cage as well, the re-cage, and the reverse cage. That one was the final one. The last 10,000 blocks with a total of 40,000 or so. But I've also done something recently where it's off the beaten path instead of being on the grid. It's just at one specific point, you know, I came up out from the underground and then, you know, made a little tiny settlement and went back down underground from a different perspective and started going off in a couple, you know, left-right turns. Boom, there I've got another settlement. That's the only awkward one that's connected to the rail, but it's not the only one I've got like that. I've got a few spots that, you know, maybe I fly to, pop up, but it's the only one that's connected to the railway even. Kinda. It's not directly, like there's no junction. But nonetheless. Still at 60% writing. Yeah, I had this already formatted, but then it didn't just boot up into the window OS. It's like, you know, the command prompt type visual. What a good time to be alive. Even if I don't exactly know what I'm doing. Better than nothing. And yeah, apparently Savannah's at Prog Bloom doing stuff. Messing with a bridge or something. You know, cleaning it up. I don't do a lot of revision myself, but you know, when asked to, I do. Trapland's different for everybody. Sometimes I think I'm on the most, but I don't think that's 100%. Oh, okay. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. I think my favorite thing about my own builds are the glass underwater. I thought about like doing it other places, and I do have a third location, excluding the cage or Savannah's old home. It's at the Rock. It's not that large, but it's got the same aesthetic. Oh, it's verifying. Yeah, I tried to make Minecraft the operating system. That didn't work. The files said that's not how that works.
When is bro coming back? He says. Oh, shit. Hello? Ah. Toby, thank you for the follow. Hello. Oh my goodness, hello. It is good to see you. She's like, it is time to hold me now. Get your arm out of there. Oh, I didn't mean to bonk you. I'm sorry. I quit. Brother, my dogs are barking. That's crazy. Dude, IT work. Car time. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Yeah.
Motor's running.
So. Deuces.
You out of here? Oh, is he gone? Oh, no. Tom, you still here? Huh. There he goes. Oh. She's like, no, I want you to hold me and pet me. Do not Lion King me. No, Toby, you cannot join. It is private. Sorry, my friend. Oh. She looked at the camera. She's like, what the fuck are you doing that for? Yeah, I hear crushing dreams, micro bro. I think it's pretty... listen. If you join my stream, if you watch my videos and you think there's a chance of joining Trapland, that's your own fault. I'm very clear. If you in any way watch my videos and think there's a chance I'm joining Trapland, you have severely misinterpreted my videos. My logo has the word private in it for that reason. How do you get a custom skin on Bedrock? You could do it on PC. I don't know if you could do it on console. This right here is not a custom skin, though. This is one of the free skins. Is the cat nice to you? Oh, my goodness, she's nice to me. She's my best friend. All right. Trapland. Here we are. We kind of ran out of rockets. RuneScape music is the only game that rivals Minecraft music. And I feel like RuneScape music works really well in Minecraft, CJ. I agree. I think you could play RuneScape music and like someone unfamiliar or ignorant to the game would like believe you if you said, yeah, this is Minecraft music. What was I just getting? Oh, duh. Hello? Sirs, what was that TNT for? Where at? In here somewhere? Or up there? Are you talking about up here? I would say the cozy snow village is something we're kind of lacking in Trapland. I have to be honest. Oh shit, my lightro's about to break. This has been here for a long time. If you want me to give you a lore reason, I think in the past I've said if the mushroom fungus spreads too far over the ocean and close to my island, I might start using TNT. But there's no reason. It wasn't built with any reason other than to look cool as a catapult. Which I think it does look pretty cool. I built this maybe in 2022. Maybe even earlier than that. Yeah. I'm his favorite. Chat, he let me join. Grant, how long have we known each other, brother? I wonder if the actor for Link in the new Zelda movie will just have Link grunting. I honestly kind of wish. That'd be awesome. Just the whole movie. Yep. Shit. Yeah. Ah! That's him falling. That last one was him falling. You know that like sound bite that you hear in Ed, Edd n Eddy? He should go like Sunamunawa. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe like Navi is the one who like kind of translates. So it's like he goes, yeah, 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 and then Navi's like, listen, he said, blah 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 blah. Anyways, oh yeah, I would like to repair my elytra. So let's go ahead and change the settings of the game and turn the sound down. So that way this doesn't just blast your eardrums. And then we're going to do this. Give me a block. You're Navi. You always say, listen, man. Okay, well, dude, listen. Listen. Okay? That's not true. We're just little goobers. Okay, and this should fill up our elytra. Oh, it already has. Wow. That was nearly empty just a second ago. Your skins is very nice. You like my armor? This is the flow armor trim with the resin trim. Resin material, whatever you call it. I think this looks great. Dude, how come it never saves my emotes? That's kind of crazy. Tom, have I lost thee? I don't know if he's coming back. He just kind of left. I didn't even hear what he said. Bro, how is this farm made? You like it? It's an armadillo farm. Look up Bedrock Armadillo Farm. It uses, so you're scaring armadillos with zombies, which make them go into a ball. And then I forget how you hit. Oh, you hit them with a cactus somehow. Like you put them on a cactus, the armadillos on a cactus. And then that's infinitely hurting them while they're in the ball, but the cactus doesn't kill them when they're in their ball form. And what, Kai? And then because of that, when hit with the potion of infestation, they spawn infinite silverfish. They get dragged over to the trident killer and then die. Max, thank you for the follow.
Hey, Norman.
Oh my god, it's Savannah!
Hi.
Hey, what's up, Savannah?
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Can Michelle and I have our beds back?
Your beds.
Yeah, she said you took them so she would respawn at a starting point.
Now, Yeah, you know what? Yes, I do have your beds. Give me just a moment. 100%. I'll bring them over. Okay?
Thank you.
You know what? Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. You just hang tight, and everything's gonna be okay. All right?
It's fine. I've been sleeping in the barn, but it's a ways away.
I gotcha. It should only take me just a second.
You're fine.
I forgot where I left them. Are you Tom now? You have become Tom. You have well, I guess Tom transformed into you. What's up, Max? Alright, now that I have found the beds, I am making my way back to return the beds that I took from them. My apologies. It's very unfortunate that I took
I
these.
have reconnected.
Oh my god! It's Tom!
I'm back. Reconnected. There used to be a sequel to that song by Pegboard Nerds called Disconnected. It should be called Reconnect.
I hope the bed... I think they were pink and magenta. Maybe they were pink and purple. Shit. We just gotta commit. We just gotta commit. I think that's how it was. All right. Done. They'll never know. That's right. That's right, Tap. They'll never know. Oh, jeez. Let's see what they're working on.
Of an idea.
I came here earlier and I didn't even show the tree. The frog bloom tree. Very beautiful area. Oh, look who it is. It's Savannah. You gotta go one more. There you go. I'm gonna hop across. Beds are returned. I promise they are the exact same beds as before and not new ones I had to craft. You're laughing. Promise. Dude, whew, totally got her off my back. She was on to me for a minute, I could tell. Look at this big tree. This is gorgeous. Those were originals. Yeah, one of a kind. Oh, of course. Passed down from our grandmothers. Oh no. Shit. Haha. See, that's all we got. We just got hit with the haha. Sorry about your gram. Oh, I forgot the smiley face. That would have been good. Look at these little hobbit holes. Nothing in them quite yet, but is that an item? Oh, I'll leave that. Dude, I gotta blow my freaking nose. Hold on. All right. All right. Brown egg. Looks very pretty at nighttime here. I mean, I guess it'd be wrong for me to sleep in Graham's passed down bed from multiple ages. I guess I'll go home and sleep in my own bed. I kind of would feel bad. Who's the strongest and biggest person on the server? Ooh, that's up for debate for sure. I would say it's probably between the Kingdom of Proudmoore and the Kingdom of Blockistan. They would probably say themselves. And I wouldn't know who to say. I wouldn't know who to say. 100% Graham's bed. Yeah, that is exactly what that was. That is awesome. Not Graham. Please, anything but Graham. That's crazy. I love it here, dude. Your streams are hilarious. I appreciate that, man. I'm just vibing. I tell people often that even if I wasn't streaming or Trapland didn't get popular on TikTok or anything like that, I would still just be doing this. Like, this is exactly what I would be doing even if I weren't streaming. It's just great that all you here are here to chill with me. Write that down for most powerful inanimate objects and people. I would love to see one day if there was a way to truly put the test of the Kingdom of Proudmoore and Blockistan, you know, to see who is stronger, but without actually destroying the world, you know? So I think alongside, or I guess we need to move all of this, or at least these two. Right, this is the grid block. Yeah. I want to build a path. Okay. And I think it'll probably be right where I'm walking. It will probably stop, like, I want to say, like, right here. You know? And obviously go to the stairs. If there was a way to copy the world for just experimenting like that, and we do have multiple backups of the world, and I used to make videos, you know, I don't really do this anymore, especially when Vibrant Visuals came out, and the fact that I have like a spectator account that I follow my character around with sometimes now. I used to go into a backup world in creative to get some shots of some places for the, you know, videos. Oh, I never showed Hawthorne's place. That's really nearby, and we can just go over there. Another one of the newer places in Trapland. It doesn't have a name quite yet, but this is Hawthorne's area. Right over here. It's these towers and this tree. Hawthorne is my girlfriend. I think she is kicking ass over here. Her towers are awesome. The lore behind her area is that most of this was, you know, again, in the lore, most of this was already built in here before she came along, and she's a little goblin lady who stumbled across this, and she decided now this is her area, and so now this little goblin lady has claimed this as her own, and this little, like, makeshift fence made out of wood logs is, like, what the goblin has added to the area, what she added to the area. So that's why the fence looks a little rough and, like, alongside these very nice and pristine towers and tree. And I really love that lore. I love the idea of just a little goblin lady like, this is mine now. and made this little makeshift fence to help block people out, and it's still being worked on. There's a lot to do here, as she would say, but I do think what she has here is incredible. She really said, I am the captain now. That is exactly correct. It's like a fairy tale here. I love it so much. No, it really does feel like that. It really does feel like that. I agree with you completely. Little bow on the teacup. I love this color scheme. I love the teal with the white. It looks so good. She needs a wishing well nether portal or something. It'd be cool if we could have horizontal nether portals. Right? Wouldn't that be awesome? So cute. She's a good builder. I agree. I think this is badass. Imagine having like a horizontal nether portal that's like a wishing well. Ponder. Hello, Ponder. We need that, actually. Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? Imagine if I died right there. Alright, let's head back. Mo Yang take notes. Be cool if they did. I mean, I guess they do have the feedback thing. Let's take a look at the housing area of St. Ungor, where it's just dedicated. This is the original village. This was a naturally spawning village that I came here with the Sultan McMemerson of Blockistan, and we kind of like souped it up, spruced the place up, oaked the place up, question mark. And that should not be orange, that should be lime. A lot of these guys have names. Mary Sherlock is a very special example of one of these villagers. Oh, that guy's cursed. Oh, that's one of my subscribers. You can subscribe to name a villager here. I forget how their name is pronounced, I'll be quite honest. So Mary Sherlock, as well as the other two whose names are boldened in yellow, they are actually older than I am on the server. I joined on day 2 of the server, I'm pretty sure. And these mobs have been here since day 1 when King Alfredo generated Trapland. So in theory, these 3 villagers that were here when I first got here, wherever Mary went now, is older than I am. And that's so crazy that there are villagers older than me. Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast! In which way you subscribe? Like, subscribe on your TikTok, YouTube, or Twitch? I would say either TikTok or Twitch. You know, one of the ones that's, like, supporting, the channel with the subscription payment. That way it's like, I can't let any of you in Trapland just because of what it is and how special it is for us. But if you wanted to leave a mark in the world of Trapland as it grew older, the best way to support us is by doing something like subscribing or something like that. YouTube subscribing is free, and we love that as well. But this is specifically catering to the people that, subscribe on TikTok or Twitch to support us. And it's not a requirement. Obviously, it's just to get the special thing of having someone in the world. I appreciate you guys literally just being here. Anyways. So I think the first thing we should do here, obviously we have our little guideline, is we should just, I think I heard something that, like, villagers like when there is a constant path, so like have there at least to be one straight line somehow, or like one long connecting line in the path, and that helps somehow keep the villagers from like not wanting to path on here, and then kind of like add extra stuff outside of that. I'm going too far. He's gone too far. I wish I could, because I would have a villager named Mr. Turkey's Delight. Hey, Trapland will be around for just a little bit. I promise, so... Oh, no, we can't go outside of this. So maybe one day you'll have the opportunity. I realize how I've done this here. I kind of messed myself up a little bit. No. That counts. We can use this block. Okay. Honestly, that looks pretty good. Maybe like add a couple more on this end, since we can use this block. Yeah, what's up, Jamie? Welcome back. Tom, are you here?
I'm here.
Are we nuzlocking
You
today?
can hear me, right? Oh yeah. I mean, I can do that. No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay.
Sure.
Probably still got another hour of trap landing in me. But once we're done playing some Trapland, I think Tom and I are going to move exclusively over to Twitch and also my personal YouTube, but that's not important. The Twitch is what's important. And we're going to be playing a Pokemon Nuzlocke together. It's going to be soul linked. We're already most of the way through the game, I think, or maybe not most, but like we're at the, where are we? We're past the, I think we just had some bad losses, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, just a few memory corruptions or whatever it is. Yeah, and then we're past the first 4 gyms, I do believe.
First 4? Yeah, we beat Flannery. We beat Fire, 100%. And she's the one who took out a couple more than I was hoping for, I think. You reset 3 times? Yeah, so far we have reset 3 times. I think just because life wasn't wanting us to progress with the Nuzlocke, honestly. Jeez, oh my gosh. Oh my god, which I don't have that pulled up right now. Whoa, you didn't have to flex the girlfriend like that. I didn't know about the villagers. Can I get one? Oh my god. How long ago was that? That was 2 minutes ago. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Toaster. I forgot about that. Whenever you subscribed, you can 100% get one. Let's actually go do that right now. So you have 3 places on the map that you can choose. And I'm putting this map up just for you on the Twitch right now. So you have 3 places you can choose from on this map. We can either do Vault 101, which you may have seen earlier. There's a vault like akin to Fallout, and Vault Dwellers there that you can name. It's Blockistan territory, so it would be like under the Blockistan flag or somewhere yellow on the map. Then there's also St. Ungor Farm, so where we've been building right now, you can have one of those villagers. Or you can have Cape Cole, where the golf course is, and the post office is, which is a very beautiful village. You just subbed? I didn't get the notification. But yes, absolutely. Post office place, por favor? Yeah, we can have one in that area. Absolutely. Maddie, where do you want yours? I can't promise it will be like exactly in the post office, but it will be one of the villagers in Cape Cole, where the post office is located. Why didn't I get that notification? Either way, thank you. Regardless. Oh, I need to go to Sheepuff really quick, I think. And do you just want to do toaster? Toaster oven? Like exactly your username, or do you want something else? You didn't hear your options because your Wi-Fi is acting up. Do you want one of my places? There's a Proudmoore City, Cape Cole, where the golf course is, or one of Blockistan's vaults. It's not in Blockistan, but it's like a Fallout vault somewhere in the world. If you didn't hear it again, here, I should maybe like circle it. Right. Well, hold on. Right here. Right here. Or right here. There you go. Golf course place? Okay. Both of you chose the same place. Just Toaster's cool. Maddie, do you want just Maddie? Okay. Toaster. Yo, what's up, Aiden? Mango. Like my gamer username or some sort play on words with mango. Mango. I think mango's great. All right. Let's go name some villagers. Do you guys have a preference on what type of... I mean, I don't know what type of villagers we'll have available. We'll definitely go look. But do you guys have any idea of what kind of villager you would want to be? I don't have a specific one, but a blacksmith would be cool. Okay. All right, here we are in Cape Cole. The golf course is just on the other side over there. Here's the general post office. Let's go see some villagers in here. A librarian or a butcher? Okay. Toolsmith? I mean, this might be our guy. Hold on. I mean, this guy's also really close to the post office. The post office is right there. This might be a good one for you, Toaster. He's a toolsmith. Should it be the other one, like the actual, like, the one you need for, like, is it an anvil? Or maybe a different one? I don't remember exactly. This might be a good one, though. Hell yeah, all right. Perfect. There you are. This is your job block right here. I'm sure your bed's somewhere in one of these houses nearby. Let's go see if we can find, like, a librarian in here. I know for a fact we got some librarians in the church over here. And also what looks like some of the butchers. Would you rather be a librarian in the church, or would you rather be a butcher right outside the church right here? Oh, that's already even. Hold on. I bet you we could find another. I want to make sure we get the right one here. I think we're gonna do one of these. Oh, look, Educated Goblin's also here as well. Let's do you. Boom. There you go. Thank you to our 2 new subscribers on Twitch. I appreciate that. You like this song? Song's from Pokemon. This is the city you guys live in. Very beautiful place. It's from Sun and Moon, I swear. Close, it's Sword and Shield. It's Sword and Shield. Do you even know about the Villagers? The first time I subbed, this song is a vibe. Yeah, I try not to sound like too advertisey all the time. You know what I mean? And I always forget when people subscribe. I need to start remembering. Was it the big city based on London? It's this song again right here. But now in Ruby Sapphire font. It's Motostoke City. I don't know if that is the one. I think the whole thing was based off of France, right? Or, well, that was Kalos. It was Ireland, the UK. That's so valid, though. You know, I'm not trying to sound like, you know, this isn't my job. I don't want to make it sound like it is, you know. But I will tell you right now that when I want to eat home-cooked meals, I choose Factor 75. And if you go to Factor 75/Trapland, you can put in our code Trapland during checkout and get 35% off your... I'm kidding. I could. I want you guys to know I could. Like, I've gotten the Factor 75 sponsorship thing. I couldn't do it. I'm not gonna, though. At least not right now. I think if I wanted to pursue this as an actual, like, you know, I mean, I want to do this as, like, a real thing because I love streaming, not because I want to make this a thing where I make money. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm stepping in? I will say, that being said, we do have a Fortnite creator code. You can actually use Trapland in Fortnite. That's real. And we get some cash whenever you spend V-Bucks. What's your favorite Pokemon game? Bro, you might as well just, like, waterboard me, bro. I can't answer that question. Of course, if nostalgia's talking, Generation 3, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire. Right here, I have I have most of the Pokemon games. Just on my desk, I can show you so many things. I have a little Game Boy operator, so I can play my actual official games on an emulator on my computer with save states and fast forward and stuff like that, while actually using the real cartridge. I've currently been in the process of replaying all of the games with Hawthorne. And we just made it onto X and Y, and I'm currently software setting, or not software setting, I'm hunting for in horde battles off screen right now. You can see that's going on. If I had to say my favorites, Emerald, because of nostalgia. If I had to say in terms of gameplay and content, we're probably talking something along the lines of, like, I mean, gameplay, probably Black 2, White 2. Black and White plus Black 2, White 2. And also, but I do think Scarlet and Violet are good, especially with their performance upgrades. I do think that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are good, except for, like, the first, like, hour. I do think that Diamond and Pearl has charm, but I have to accept the fact that they're not the best ones. I think Heart Gold and I think in terms of remakes, let's talk remakes. Fire Red and Leaf Green are kind of trash remakes. Heart Gold and Soul Silver should just be the baseline for Pokemon games in terms of content and presentation. I think Heart Gold and Soul Silver is these like pristine bubbles of like near perfection, except for like the level progression throughout the main story, which is kind of like ungodly stupid in a way. But like if you take that out of the picture, they might be perfect. What 3DS are you playing on? I got a Super Nintendo one. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, just like I want to squeal like a little girl. Those games get me so excited. I love those games. Especially coming from someone who loved Gen 3 so much. It's insane how they did a remake and like it's just universally loved by people who like Generation 3. Isn't that like so awesome? Ruby's my favorite. Ruby's a good game, man. Very jealous of the 3DS. And the craziest thing was I found that 3DS for $100 on Facebook Marketplace. Dude was selling it. He's like, got no use for it anymore. Got it last year. Barely played it. Blah, 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 blah. And it's just like the Super Nintendo Special Edition 3DS for $100. 3DS XL for $100. What's your favorite starter? It's also my favorite Pokemon, which is Swampert. Very cliche answer, but, you know, that hoe in love. You might find this crazy to believe as someone you're watching through their extensive Minecraft gameplay, but I do like Pokemon more than I like Minecraft. What's your favorite starter? Oh shit, what have I done now? Torchic's great. You were definitely a Ruby kid, I can tell. Last time you said that, you gave me a heart attack, but it's just true. And listen, you've heard me on my Pokemon streams before. Like, I feel like you can tell I like that stuff. You know, all of this to say, I want to remind that after this Minecraft stream, me and Tom will be on Twitch playing our Pokemon Emerald Soul Link Nuzlocke together. Tom's pretty inexperienced when it comes to not only Pokemon Emerald, but like Nuzlocks and things in general. And it has been very fun. I still have my original 3DS, the blue one. Right over here, somewhere in my little thing, I have my original 3DS. I have a 2DS right up there on my shelf. Easily Infernape, my first ever. It's always your first ever. What else are we putting here? Gravel. We need some gravel. The odds that I have gravel just laying around. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I'm going to need more gravel. Rage bait. Very funny. I think we need to add more grass blocks to it, too. We'll grab some of those. Yeah, Pokemon's great. I really love that, like, you know, if you spend a lot of time playing Pokemon, you know, it's not like over once a game ends necessarily. When the new game comes out, you can not only experience that, but bring up all your old Pokemon and still do everything with all of the same guys that you spent so much time with in the first game. And as time passes, you can just keep bringing them with you. I have Pokemon since like 2009 in my collection at least. Unfortunately, I don't have any from my original like Sapphire and Emerald playthrough. But that's one of my favorite things about the series, really. Dude, what the hell? It is very amazing. I agree with you. You get Minecraft working on that thing yet?
No.
I could tell by just the laugh that you did. The little.
Yeah, exhale.
Yeah.
I'd like to exhale something I want to say, you know.
I recently modded a 2DS that used to belong to Connor, who built the city of Lockistan, and that's like my main modded one. This is my like main device, but I'm like terrified to put any mods on this, at least until Pokemon Bank shuts down, because I'm just terrified of all that happening. And if I for some reason get my account locked because I put mods on before like the end of the bank shutdown, dude, that would just be awful. Not like I couldn't,
yeah.
Bank's free. I could just set it up some other way, but I'm just avoiding the worst case scenario doing that. Okay, I came here for, excuse me, I came here for grass blocks and I came here for gravel. What time constitutes as later in terms of for the Pokemon?
That's how people in Trapland.
Yo, Grant the fuck with the subscription, my guy. Dude, subscribers name someone in the world. You want to name a villager in the world, my man? I doubt you want to use your real name. Do you want me to just use your username and name a villager? Also, how you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. Dude, my guy. Please use my real name. I'm going to use your real first name. I'm not going to use your real full name. Dude, Tap Water with the follow on Twitch. I can tell by the profile picture that is the same Tap that is on TikTok. I guess that's fair. Just for the sake of, locational data and personal information, we're just gonna hit it with the Danny. So now, you got 3 places we could choose from. I will personally take you there once I create some more fireworks. Let's see. Oh, what time? I didn't even answer the question. What time will the Pokemon be later on Twitch? I say I'm probably going to stop this stream in roughly like 25 minutes. So we don't got a lot more Minecraft left. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go finish the pathing up in St. Ungor, and then we will end the stream. I'm going to go, fill my little gullet with some good. That means eat dinner probably. And then I'll probably come back for around 5 to 6 Central Standard Time for the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke with Tom on Twitch, featuring Tom. You did not. You are talking out your ass. There's no I call bullshit in chat. You did not find a shiny Reshiram. On my life, dog says. On my life, dog says. All right, Danny. So, there are 3 places in Trapland that you can name a villager. We can do St. Ungor Farms, which is where I have been working. It I think is the second most populated place in all of Trapland in terms of villager population. It's where I've been building the most lately on my stream. It's where the new seasonal shop is. It's one of the oldest places in all of Trapland, and it's also where most named villagers are at. So here's one location. This is my area. Next is Vault 101. It is a Fallout Vault inspired sand base built by this person. I just don't want to say their real name for their for their personal identity, but they built the big city of Blockistan, the Sand City. Put me in the vault. You got it, brother. I was thinking about you recently because I found an image of from very early from very early Pokemon Go days in 2016, and it just reminded me of you. And I was thinking about you the other day. Thought you might like to know that. There's an image of me, which I'm gonna recreate for the 10th anniversary of Pokemon Go next year, of me with an Execute. And I remember, you may have even taken this photo. That may have been your Execute. I don't remember. But I think of you when I think of that night. I'm gonna send you something on FB, bro. I'm gonna have to go on FB for me to even see that. That's crazy. I very rarely get on there. All right. Do you have a specific preference here? We got farmers. I found an absolute gem. Okay. You could be the Iron Golem, I suppose, if you really wanted to be. That'd be kind of crazy. It's like mostly farmers back here. I know there's some like potion brewers over here. I think they're all sleeping right now. Am I canon in the Canoverse Casnoverse for inventing micro, bro? I guess you gotta be. Dude, you could be friends with Zahim of the Dunes. Kai, you are actually fucking insane. Whoa, who said that? Whoa! He's like immediately backtracking. Listen, I feel like out of any of these things, I feel like you'd either want to be the Iron Golem or the Potion Brewer. And since it seems like we're going towards the villager side, I think this guy might be you right here. Dude, and you will be forever cemented in Trapland history. Boom. There he is. Bro, thank you for the subscription. I always appreciate. We had another person I know in real life that stumbled across the stream yesterday too, and I find it cool that I'm like reaching those kind of boundaries. I you know, to where like even people I know are seeing it, and not just because like it's because we're nearby or anything like that. You know what I mean? I just think it's really cool, and I appreciate your love and support, my friend, even if we haven't talked in a hot minute. That's what I gotta say. Look, Ma, I made it. World looks sick. Thank you, Parker. I appreciate that. Can you name one Star Reach? It doesn't count as a villager for me. It's like having one name Epic Games. Okay, well, first off, Kai, that is a stretch. Dude, that is stretchier than fucking Pedro Pascal in Fantastic Four. Okay? Right? He was Mr. Fantastic. Am I crazy? I haven't seen the movie.
I haven't either.
Weird question. Who's your
Except
favorite champion? There is one right answer. If you're talking Pokemon, I feel like if you're saying there's one right answer, you're probably saying Cynthia, if you want me to guess. But, like, I thought Leon was pretty cool. I thought Lance is not cool. Lance is not cool. Your rival in the first game is kind of cool. I think that was like, that's appropriate. I don't know. I guess I don't know if I like your rival being the champion in the first game. I would have loved this like all-powerful trainer like that, like Lance became, I suppose. But it is also cool of the twist of like, you're going there and it's going to be the champion. This is it. And you go in and it's this guy you've been fighting the whole game. Keeps putting you in a cave. I would recommend doing this inverse of what you're trying to do. So if you're trying to go through the portal from the Nether into the overworld, try going in from the overworld, like building the portal from the other side first, and then going through that to like link the portal. Does that make sense? Bro said, what's your favorite region in Trapland? What's your favorite region in Trapland? Other than my own, it probably has to be Blockistan, just from how big and sprawling the city is. Hey, welcome back, Art. All right, let's finish up this. I guess I kind of wanted it to be nighttime so I could see where the light is. Let's finish up this little pathway. Oh my God, I got distracted and I forgot the gravel and the grass blocks. What about red and gold and silver? That doesn't necessarily count as a champion. More like an extra final boss, much like how Game Freak employees are usually, or Cynthia in black and white. And I really like the red fight. I like that despite the fact that when you beat the game, he's 20 levels higher than you, it is still a very accomplishable goal. Even with Pokemon that are like, you know, he's in the 70s, 80s. You can beat that fight with level 50s and 60s if you know what you're doing. And that, I feel like, with me, was one of the first times I truly, like, realized, oh, I could put a little bit more thought into who I bring in my team and actually win with weaker Pokemon because of a strategy. And because of that, I really like red. You know? I really like the red fight. Again, I don't think I made it super clear when the stream is later today. Okay? I don't think I made it super clear. So, we're about to end this stream in the next, like, 15, 20 minutes. Not very long. I'm going to finish this pathway, and that's going to be it. And then, after that, I will probably go get some food, chill for a minute, do my thing, and return at about 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Which, if right now is 3:43 p.m., in 17 minutes it will be 4 p.m. So you can tell what time it is for you right now. That means in 1 to 2 hours from 4 p.m. we will be live. The gem has been sent. Bro, I will go look. I will go look. So 11, 12 p.m. Worth it? I think, I feel like it is going to be worth it because me and Tom are now we're in the meat of the game. It can't get much meatier than where we're at. And I think we just lost a couple good Pokemon from just straight neglect, and I'm just kind of scared. Meat? Hey, yo!
I was gonna say, and potatoes.
Oh, how'd I miss the tree? I better be in the top 20 viewers of 2025 with all the sleep I'm giving up. That's what Kai said. No way, little bro. You're gonna have to put in a few more 100 hours.
Rookie numbers.
Rookie numbers. You should have as much time in my stream as we have in Trapland. That's just the law. Okay, so I think we're obviously going to add a few... I guess I only have one more lantern, but we can very easily fix that. I want more spots. I guess anything that has the mossy cobble is a lantern. I didn't even think about that. I guess there might be a good amount of lanterns here. Maybe like a couple more on the end. The Star Reach arc brought in thousands of followers. It really did. I wanted to... Okay, and then I wanted to take this, and I wanted to... Just kind of like on the end, there shouldn't be as many path blocks, I think. I think it should be kind of flat in a couple areas. You know? A path like this wouldn't have so much detail on the end. You know, it would be kind of like faded with the grass. I mean, that alone makes me feel a little bit better. I mean, there's still some holes. I mean, I guess I could just do this. And then after that, I want to go in and just make sure that there is one straight line, at least a line of pathing that the villagers can use. So, like, I was told by River, he thinks that the path like having one block that goes consistently throughout it helps the villagers know that this is a direction that you should like go down. Maybe? That sounds like something that might make sense in theory. Flow taper fade meme? Bro, that's crazy. It never dies, man. Boom. Yeah? Maybe we need less path just around the edges now, just because of how much more path we just put in the middle. And so now, like, the outside should get more, like, gravel and stuff, and then maybe in, like, some places where there was, like, pathing, we should change it, since it's not needed anymore. I don't know. We can still do this. What you munching on?
Munchy?
Were you munching? It sounded like you were munching on something.
Dang, I didn't think I was that raspy. I was just breathing.
This is my new sticker. Not gonna lie, dude, that's Mitzi. Wait. Whoa! It's Mitzi. Hold on. Mitzi Cam. She's kind of sitting at a bad angle, but whoa, what did Arby's do? Not Arby's, bro. That's
Don't bring
crazy.
Arby's into this.
You leave their name out of your mouth.
You keep Arby's name out of your... I don't think I'm that close with Arby's.
Keep Arby's name out your fucking mouth.
Thanks. Thank you.
Bro, that is so good. That got me. Okay, let's recap. The bridge, incredible. I think we did great. I'm super happy with this. I think I'm actually evolving as a builder, which is kind of insane to say. This house I'm really happy with. I think it looks quite nice. Bro, and a rose from my boy. A rose from my boy. Thank you, Grant the fuck. And then I think how we're going to end the stream today is by letting the sun go down. We're going to go see our path at nighttime and see what places still need to be lit up. I guess in this moment here, we can craft some more lanterns. I think we will not need any more than that. I was not able to click on anything. That was kind of crazy. I don't know why I said Arby's. I'm from the UK. Yeah, that's kind of wild. You're going to fly all the way to America just to do that?
Incredible.
Honestly, I'm proud. Tactical roast beef nuke. That's crazy. That would smell. Dude, imagine the smell. Is your server hosted on a realm? No. It is Apex hosting. So it's an actual server. Mitzi, are you serious? There we go. viewers gonna love this. Turns around. Do you have water in America? Or is yours red, white, and blue? We call it H2O, and ours is made of molecules. What are you on about? Herobrine92 sent a rose. What's your streaming setup like to host your camera, Mitzi Cam, and your gameplay? I mean, I'll have you know, the only things physically connected to my computer, hello, sir? The only things physically connected to my computer are my keyboard, mouse, and microphone. Everything else is being streamed to my computer via different means. I just realized I haven't had sound in game. I'm currently using my phone as my camera, and my MacBook as the camera that's on Mitzi. Microphone, microbrone. That's how you do that. What's up? Excuse me, guys. Why was I just not getting hit there? To make snow not stick without... I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, putting the lanterns under it does light them. I think this looks pretty good. Now, I want to have, like, street lights, too, but this is just, you know... With lights in Minecraft, it's like, you can't overdo it. Would the lanterns underground melt snow? I would assume so, honestly. But I don't know. Okay, chat. I think this is going to be the end of the stream. I appreciate everyone for coming out today. We got a few new subscribers, so I was happy to get a few new villagers named today as well. The population of Trapland grows. We did the Great Bridge today. I love this path. I would love to continue the path tomorrow and maybe even continue past the bridge and make some farmlands out here. Is the server Bedrock or Java? It is on Bedrock. Anyways. You're not abandoned a stadium, little bro. Okay. I am now going to leave. But I will be back on Twitch with Tom for some Pokemon Emerald Soul Link Nuzlocke in 1 to 2 hours from right now. This is my Twitch right here. Go there, follow, and I will be live in just a little bit. Tom, you got anything else to say? Have you gotten Minecraft on the Pi?
Not yet. I kind of gave up on it whenever we got that in the on the docket. I just decided I had to get the thumbnail going because now it's finished and I'll show it to you.
Oh, incredible.
Like yeah.
All right. Well, hell yeah. Okay. I will see you all later. And also tomorrow, if you don't come to the Twitch stream, I will be live again around noon tomorrow. So, thanks for coming. I just keep waving until it stops.
Nice.